Yeah, hi Tom, congratulations. How do you balance up celebrating this very deserved victory with bigger fish to fry, so to speak, in the next few days?
Yeah, it's obviously a fantastic achievement from the group. I think it's important that we celebrate, with each other. It's a fantastic achievement that hasn't been done since '99. So for us to come here as a group was about trying to play our brand of cricket, and I thought we did that really well over the 4 days and got the rewards at the end.
A lot of past players have come over and not won a series in England. I mean, what's the bigger prize for you? A Test series win in England or a World Test Championship final?
Both sounds pretty good. From our point of view, it was about coming here and focusing on these first 2 Test matches against England and trying to continue doing what we've been doing over a couple of years now. And I thought we did that really well over the 2 Test matches. And now that we've ticked that one off, it's important that our focus shifts to India in a couple of days.
Just a quick word about a couple of players as well. Matt Henry, probably he may not have expected to play at all on this tour with so much bowling there, but just a word on him and coming through for a man of the match performance.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Obviously, we've got a bigger group. That's the first time that we've had a bigger group, and through a mixture of injuries and a mixture of guys being rested for next week. Those guys that came in, certainly took their opportunity, and Matt was certainly one of them. A guy that's been with the group for a long period of time, and probably hasn't necessarily got the game time that he wanted, but for him to come in there and put a performance on the board, that was really important, especially the work that he did yesterday with that new ball was fantastic. So the whole group is certainly very delighted for him.
And can I just get a read on your confidence that you're going to have a full squad to choose from at Southampton, particularly Kane and BJ? How are they both travelling? Yeah,
I think they're travelling reasonably well. I think it was important for them to get a little bit of rest in order for them to be fully fit heading into next week. So I'm sure they'll go through all the fitness testing protocols that they need to go to over the coming days in order for them to be ready to go for next week. So, fingers crossed we'll have a fully fit squad.
Thank you.
No worries.
Hi, Tom. Congratulations. I just want to go back to maybe when you were a Black Caps fan more so than a player, growing up. Because there's a period there, I guess, when you would have been a teenager where this team didn't get away wins like this. Do you remember sort of what it was like watching the team, following the team as a kid, and I guess what it means when you do pull off wins like this for kids who are coming through now?
Yeah, absolutely. I certainly remember staying up late and watching teams come over, to England and other teams for that matter to come over to England and play Test match cricket, to play at Lord's, to play at these iconic grounds, and for us to come here and put a performance on the board that was true to us, was really important, for that result. And for us, it was about just trying to do what we do really well, and I thought we did that fantastically well over the 4 days. So as you said, it's been well documented. 99 was the last time that we won here, and we have been here a couple of times over recent years and haven't quite got the rewards we wanted. But for us to come here and play a good brand of cricket was outstanding, and certainly an achievement that's worth celebrating.
And just the other one from me is, you obviously went into this game with 6 changes. BJ sort of seemed to come out a bit late. How much does that, I guess, amplify the magnitude of pulling off a win, pretty much on the 4th morning, given, I guess, the relative inexperience of some of these guys?
It was amazing. From a personnel change of 6 guys that certainly hasn't happened for a long time in this group, and it has been a hard team to crack into, and for all those guys to get their opportunities, the likes of Will Young, Matt Henry, Ajaz Patel, it was fantastic. They came in and performed their roles really well, and that's all we asked of them to play like themselves, and I thought they did that really well, and a combination of sticking to a complete team performance was really important, and we got the results at the end.
Cool, thank you.
No worries.
Hi, Tom. The way you've gone about your business these last couple of weeks, it looks like a bit of a triumph for all old-fashioned Test match values, really. I just wondered if you could sum up from the time you came into the team and now as a senior player, bringing other players into this setup. What is the sort of the Black Caps philosophy? What's the guiding principles for this Test match team that's gone to number one in the world?
Yeah, I think it's been keeping things pretty simple. As I said earlier, guys just trying to perform their roles as best they can and sort of putting the team first. I think that's something that's been a true value of this group is just trying to go out there and play a brand of cricket that we're proud of as Kiwis. And we went through a bit of a change a few years ago, and a lot of the guys are amongst the group now. And we talked about trying to play a brand of cricket that we're proud of. And I certainly think we've been doing that so well for a long time now. And for us, it's about trying to keep things simple, trying to adapt to conditions. These surfaces that we got here over the last couple of weeks probably weren't the surfaces that we're expecting, but it's important that you adapt. And around the world nowadays to win away from home is not easy, and for us to come here and pull this off is a great achievement. So certainly very exciting, but on the other hand, we know we've got another huge test match coming up in a week's time.
Nice one, thanks.
Thank
you. Congratulations, Tom. New Zealand have always had talented players, but how do you account for the extraordinary strength and depth this side now has?
I think we don't necessarily rely on just one or two guys. I think it's a complete team performance. Guys in different situations, different guys stood up at different times, and as I said, a lot of these guys have been around the group for a long time now. Probably haven't necessarily played as much as they would have liked, but I think those experience that being around the group, being in different conditions around the world, has certainly held them in good stead for that. And for the guys to come in and play really well, put a good team performance on the board, but was really important to us. And it was certainly a great week.
And obviously, next week, where do you see the biggest danger from them coming?
I think all around the board, really. I think they've got a fantastic set of bowlers. They've got a lot of quality batsmen that have scored runs in different conditions around the world, and they were here a few years ago and played really well over here. So, we know we're going to have to play well to beat them, but our focus will shift to them in a couple of days. And even though the preparation has been great over the last 2 weeks, it's important that we do shift our focus and adapt to a completely different side.
Thank you.
Mel, did you have one there?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Hey, Tom, congratulations. Just a couple of quick ones from me, just sort of following on that idea of depth. There are quite a few countries around the world that struggle at the moment with depth in batting. And just to see even the likes of Will Young sort of coming in and Devon Conway, I just wonder if you have any ideas or theories about what it is. Is it the system in New Zealand? Is it the coaching? What is it that is enabling the depth in batting, in particular in the New Zealand team right now?
It's probably a mixture of all of those things that you've just mentioned. I think probably one of the big things is probably the standard of domestic cricket that we have back home, allowing guys to be challenged at first class level and for them to then come into the international stage and perform straight away, shows that the depth of our domestic cricket is in a really strong spot. And, the likes of Will Young to come over here and play for Durham was, probably a huge asset to him, a value that I'm sure he'll reflect on what was really important. And someone like Devon has been churning the runs out for a long time in domestic cricket, and certainly got his opportunity for us last summer back home, and he's taken his opportunity here again in Test cricket. So, I think it's a mixture of everything from a performance, high performance point of view, from a pathway point of view, the standard of domestic cricket. I think there's so many things you can look at, but I'd probably say that the standard of domestic cricket we have back home.
Final one, Andy.
Hi, Tom. You were just speaking there about a change you made in the team a few years ago. I was just wondering if you could expand on that a bit for some of the people in England who maybe haven't followed the story quite as closely? Sort of what era are you talking about, and what kind of change are you talking about?
Yeah, it was probably 6 or 7 years ago. The leadership group sat down and sort of thought we wanted to try play a brand of cricket that was true to us as Kiwis and something that we could hold our hat on. And the change certainly came around sort of that World Cup time in 2015, and trying to enjoy our cricket, enjoy each other's company, and try play like Kiwis, and that's something that we hold true to this group. It's important for us to have that team first mentality and put the team before ourselves. So for us, it's been a massive shift, and I'm sure it will continue in the coming years.
Thanks, everyone. And yeah, obviously we haven't been able to see you this tour, but thanks very much for all your help and your support. Appreciate your help. And thanks, Tom, for jumping on.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you around.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thanks, Willie. Thanks, Tom.
Guys.